I have to make sure there aren't any creatures around here. Okay, I think we're good. So they're cleaning out the office at my job. And so I saw this little stair stepper that I always see a bunch of people kind of trying to sell. And nobody was using it. And she told me I could have it. So I've been hopping on it about or attempting it. Okay. At least trying to do 30 to 40 minutes. And since it is entirely too hot, you know, unless I get up and walk around this time, it's been entirely too hot. But I do want to get the sweat on, so I'm gonna just do a little stair stepper outside. And that has been a lot. I probably won't be able to see it because it's a little far, but the goal is to stay on here for at minimum 30 minutes. And so when I'm watching a show, it's a lot easier to do. So I might just be on here for a very, very short amount of time because I don't know. I might end up being watching a movie when doing this gets to be too, ugh. Oh my God. There are like so many pigeons out here. It's crazy. But getting some fresh air that isn't muggy because it's too hot. Yeah, and I'll get my sweat on in just a little bit. My neighbors don't seem to be doing too much, so I think I might be able to stay down here for a whole 30. And just listen to outside and all that jazz. And I need to do this morning because I have a long day today. I have to run around and go to a dance recital and do hair. So I told myself I'm going to go ahead and just hop on here and do all this. Okay, 30 minutes. That's all I'm trying to do, 30 minutes. Which, normally I do like 45 or 50 when I'm in the house, but this heat, and I didn't grab no water, yeah, I don't want to die. So, 30 minutes, that's all I got. I need to figure out how like to put a timer or something up, but I don't know how to do that. Is there even a way to, I think I could do it on my watch. Let's see. Or I'll just have to keep track that it's 30 minutes. Because I don't know how to do like the little extra stuff people do, like putting the timer up there so you can see it kind of like on the screen. I don't know how to do all that stuff, which if I did, it would make it easier. I see a comment, but I am so visually challenged that I cannot see what it is. Hold on. I'll look. Wait. Oh, well, thank you. I probably should move it closer so I can maybe read the comment. But yeah, probably end up having to give me some water too because it's already hot out here. You'll start seeing the sweat probably very quickly because it is 79 degrees out here right now. I don't know what they have going on today. It's not normally this much going on, okay? So, it's normally pretty quiet out here, so. There's no holiday or nothing, so. I have no idea. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can get closer. Maybe if I move it a little closer, I'll be able to see. And I got the little machine from work. One of my, my supervisor, she told me I could have it because they're cleaning out the office. Because it's getting like a whole makeover, like they're redoing the floors and everything. So she told me I could have it. It says it's a Sunny. I think that's right. So, yeah, it's a Sunny. And thank you again. But I got it for the Frisky. And that's only because they're cleaning things out, which sometimes you look up with stuff like that, even with gyms. Like if there are gyms closing, they'll like sell some of their stuff for like, I don't want to say crazy cheap, but you can get a good deal, right? So like dumbbells, sometimes when they're just trying to get rid of all that stuff, they'll sell them for like $20, $30 for the pair, which is good. Especially if you like the heavier weights. I think you already see the sweat coming in. Too much, because this is great, so you should be able to see it. And this has only been, I've only been on here for like 6-7 minutes, okay? So that is just telling me how much how this heat is, okay? That is I have no way to make it bigger. Unless I go get my other phone, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just make sure I stay for 30 minutes. Might stop and get some water. That's about it. But overall, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the goal. So I have till about 8:35, 8:35-ish. That'll be plenty of time. And then after that, I can get started on my morning, which will include finally drinking my coffee and doing hair. My daughter, for her little dance recital, it has to be put up in a little donut or whatever. So I have to do all that. And what type of hair she has, it's really curly, so I'm gonna have to straighten it out and everything. So that'll take a little minute. But that's that's why I'm doing me first. Make sure I do this first. So then after her little event, whatever, little recital, I might be able to take her to the jump park, which is what she asked for, but thinking about it now, her hair would be, I don't know. She wants to go to the jump park, so I'll probably take her, but her hair is going to get all crazy. She doesn't care about that because she's a kid who enjoys having fun. So I'll let her be great. Almost made it to just 10 minutes. So a third of the way until I hit 30. Like I said, you're already gonna see you see it here? I don't know. You'll see it there. The sweat is already coming. So it's like having my own sauna, which if I would have been able to have my curtains up, it would have probably been more sauna-y, but my apartment complex is honestly trifling, and I can't wait to leave. But they're only trifling because they have new owners. And so the new owners came in with, honestly, lies, I feel like. Because you can clearly see when certain things are in your lease. And so they told me that in my lease, it shows that I can't have like something hanging off the balcony, which was a lie because it doesn't say that on there. But she pulled something out her butt, and I told her I'm not paying nothing because that's not real. So she was like, well, you know, you'd have to because it's in there. And so it was her and whoever it is, the office manager. So I just took it down because I wasn't paying them. But now I use every chance I can to tell people that they're a liar and not to come here. Like when I see them like coming out of the building and stuff, like I haven't been in the leasing office, I shake my head like, no, don't do that. Because you have to warn people, okay? The only good thing about this place is the fact that since I was moving from out of state, trying to jump on something that I couldn't really put my hands on was a little stressful, but when I got here, the place looked nice, okay? And we had different management that I liked. The management now, I think, is trash. But just more motivation to get to my own. That's all. See, good and, I don't know if it's clinging to my shirt yet, but good and slick, okay? You probably see a little bit there. If I would've went ahead and put on my little trainer, my waist trainer, I probably would've already seen the sweat because, oh my God, that thing packs it in. And so then when I would've taken it off, it would've just been sweat everywhere. Or you probably would've seen little drips already, but I did not put that on. So, there's that. One day I'm gonna do like the other people I'll see where they'll like, I'm walking until I reach a certain amount of like likes. One day I'll do that, but that just seems like too much. Cause I'm not walking or doing this until I get to like 50. Okay, that'd be a lot. But most of the time they just change the goal. Like if they reach the goal, they'll just change it. So I guess I can start off small. If I was gonna try that, like I'll do this until I get 10, and then just gradually keep going up. And on this, it counts how many like little steps I've done and everything too. So pretty great for a machine that I did not pay for. And I guess I'm gonna take it, say that it was a gift. It was my late birthday gift. So I received it. I'm just doing the and I don't even look at all the numbers they have on there because the only ones I pay attention to is the count. And I try to pay attention to my time, but they also have my calories on here, but the calories on there are different from the calories that I have here, which could be the fact that I'm in the heat, so maybe my watch will pick that up more than this little thing, which is just picking up me moving. So, yeah. But now we're literally halfway there. I've reached 15 minutes. So, snaps, claps, all that for me. And I only have 15 more to go. Okay. I think I'll do this like when I am, when I get on here and I want to show my workout for what I'm normally doing. I'll just do this because I was walking and it's too hot now to do that. And also, I tan entirely too quickly. Being outside for 30 minutes and I'm crisp. I don't even know if you can probably, well, no, you may not be able to see this one as much, but I did, like I had one of my sports bras or whatever on when I went walking, and it was, the lines were literally right here, like right on the entire outline of the sports bra was my body. Or was my top, and so you could clearly tell. And I went from a little caramel to a little extra mocha. So, yeah. Don't want to go walking, and well, hopefully just being out here, that won't happen. Which it shouldn't, also because of the way this top is. But you just never know. You never know. Oh, unfortunately, I cannot see. I probably should get a magnifying glass or something. Like a magnifying glass and actually read the comments. But I can't. I can't see. I wear contacts and all that jazz, but so I'm just gonna say hey to whoever entered. I can't really read exactly what it is, but I can guess that it was hay. So with this, I get an occasional breeze, okay? So that's nice, but the goal is to sweat. Which now you can see the cute little triangle, which is a part of the sweating. You probably won't see any back there really, but oh yeah, I don't think I have like the pants that it'll drip like the sweat there. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm already almost to 20 minutes. That's what happens with just running my trap and going. Now, normally like I said, I'll be watching a show. And so last night I watched Forever on Netflix. I don't know how many people have watched that or not, but it is just the cutest little show. I love a good romance, okay? And this was just young love, okay? They made a bunch of foolish decisions. They did a bunch of stupid stuff, okay? But it was also very teenage, you know? It was very much teenage love, teenage silliness that people do. So I like that. Cause it kind of just you're learning love. So it was really cute. So if you haven't watched Forever on Netflix, definitely give it a shot. I don't want to tell too much of it, but it was really nice. Just kind of, it made me think so much of being in high school, like my first love, my first crush, my first heartbreak, all that stuff. It made me think of all that. So, good little show. I never read the book though, because apparently it's inspired by a book called Forever by Judy Blume. Never read the book. And I really thought Judy Blume wrote like really kiddie books, but I don't know. From reading the overall, like the synopsis of her book, it doesn't sound too kiddie, so I don't know. But the TV show or the little Netflix adaptation, beautiful. And Lovey Simone, she's so cute. Now, that is normal because there's an airport around, so I'll hear planes all day. Okay, so that's normal, but the sirens and stuff, that's not. Okay, back to Forever, because I have to pause for that because that gets super loud. But it was a good show. Lovey Jones, she was on Greenleaf. I think she was on something else too. Well, I know she was, I just can't think of it right now. But Greenleaf is the first thing I think of with her. She was on there. And, you know, she's just so cute. And then the guy who plays like the main guy character, Justin, I don't feel like I've ever seen him on anything else. But even if he was, this was my introduction to him. And I like him. Now, because again, this is a first love type thing, there is like some back and forth. So I don't think this is a spoiler, but like they block each other a lot, okay? Just like I said, young love. And so it's very emotional. And so it was really nice to kind of see the guy being emotional about it and stuff too. Now some of the stuff, I was like, guy, just leave her alone. Because his mama in that show, she was a trooper. She was me, okay? Because no, leave my son alone. Just leave my son alone. But just go watch it because I'll end up telling every little thing because it was a nice movie. Well, a nice series. And it's like 8 episodes because everything these days is just 8 episodes. But they do have season 2 coming out. So I can't wait to see how that goes. Because of how it ended, I can't wait to see how season 2 goes. I think it was a bit of foreshadowing because they said something at the end. And I was like, oh crap. But you know what? What I will say is, as long as nobody get pregnant, okay? Let's just don't get pregnant. The show is good without that. You don't need a twist like that. Just something no one actually gets pregnant. That'll be good. Because it still had a good storyline without all that. And I think they could do the same with the next season. They wouldn't have to do any extra stuff like that. So that works. But yeah, definitely check out Forever on Netflix. I haven't really been watching too many shows, so I can think of, well, I'm a repeater, so I'll watch the same thing over and over. So I love Rick and Morty. Like Rick and Morty, that is my comfort show. I've probably watched all the seasons at least, I'm gonna say 20, and that's at minimum. At minimum, I've watched all the seasons at least 20 times. Because I just love it. I think the reason I like the adult themed cartoons is because growing up, my mom did not like for me to watch. She didn't like for me to watch cartoons that she felt had adult themes and stuff. So like she didn't like me watching Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, which y'all probably don't know about that show. Cat Dog. She didn't like me watching that show. She really didn't like me watching Ed, Edd and Eddy either. But I think she kind of let that one slide. She didn't like me watching Dave the Barbarian. Yeah, she didn't like me watching those little shows. And it was so serious that she would tell my auntie, like if I was at one of their houses, she would tell them that I couldn't watch it. Or that me and my siblings couldn't watch it. And so we would have to go into the other room. Because, of course, my cousin about to change what she watching for us. That was terrible. My mama, she was something else. Something else. I also wasn't allowed to watch TV during the oh goodness. I wasn't allowed to watch TV during the school week. And I'm not sure why, but I wasn't allowed to watch TV during the school week. And so on the weekend, or during the week, I would record all my shows, and then I would just watch them on the weekend. I also had a little brother and a little sister, so of course they wanted to watch their shows. We had enough TVs to where everybody on the weekend could watch what they wanted to watch, but that was packing an entire week of stuff that I like to watch in 2 days. And it was mostly one day because on Sunday we're always at church. So, yeah. My mom had some interesting ideas. But I say that to say that's probably why I watch the weird things I watch now. Or I watch Rick and Morty all the time. Because younger me, it's healing a part of younger me who didn't get to watch those type of cartoons. And honestly, there weren't many cartoons that I could watch. If I think back on it, a lot of the stuff I watched was on Disney Channel, and it was real, the real people, That's So Raven. What's that little show? Hannah Montana, stuff like that. So she would let me watch that, but she wasn't really big on the cartoon. So I think as I got older, I decided that would heal younger me to be able to watch those little cartoons. So I did. Y'all, the bug is coming. I'm about to scream. I'm almost at 30 minutes though, so I just have to keep my eye out. That's it. 2 more minutes and I'll have reached 30. So then I can get away from these bugs. Oh. Yeah, I don't do bugs. I don't like creatures like that. Especially the flying ones that will sting me. Oh God. I hate it. according to this, I'm almost at 1,000 little reps and everything. I'm almost at 1,000, but my goal is 30 minutes. I want to make it to 1,000, so I just won't look. I won't look down, and I won't look at my watch. I'll just keep them up like this to kind of see if I reach 1,000. And I should reach 30 minutes. I'm literally I'm basically there. So I won't look though. And I can't really see if I'm at 30 or not here. I think I might be past it, because I started this before I actually got on the machine. But yeah, I won't look. See if I reached 1,000 and reached 30 minutes. It should be the case. All right. We're gonna look. Okay. I'm right there at the 30. Now let's see if I've reached 1,000. Yes. So I did 1,002, and I'm at 30 minutes now. Yes. What do kids say? Gang gang? Or is that old now? I don't know. These children do too much. I could never keep up. Never. Alright, so reached 30 minutes. Reached plenty of steps. Proud of me. I did that. Now I guess I'll actually read anything someone said after I go get me some water. Oop, let me stop playing like that. Okay. It's technically 31 minutes. I'm gonna grab me water, then I'll actually read these things. I told myself I was going to go get my nails done too, because I did it, but I need to do all the, what do they call it? The filling and stuff. So I told myself I was going to go do that. Ah, I see, that was just the name. Okay. So I was like, oh my gosh. But now I'm all amped up to start my day and get it together. After a good shower, I'm gonna see if I see. And the good thing is, not having to be all the way outside, I don't have as much. I didn't tan at all. Which, if I would have went walking for that same amount of time, nice and tan. Okay. Thank you. And I don't think we can see all the sweat. So most of the sweat was pulled under here. I don't really think there was much. Okay, so there's like a little sweat there. But that's the point of being outside, is so I could sweat too. And I shouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, so I shouldn't have it in the back, but you never know. So there isn't any back there really. Yeah. So most of it just stayed up here. So yeah, 30 minutes in my natural sauna. I gotta get me another Another screen protector. Mm. No, that's what showers are for. And I probably should take a cold one because they say it's like that's good or whatever, but ugh, God. I think I would have time to go get my nails done, then come back and do my daughter's hair, and then get prepared to leave her. I mean, not leave her, but take her to her thing. Because the actual performance is at 1:30. They're supposed to be there 30 minutes ahead of time. I would need to leave the house by about 12:30 to kind of be 12:30, 12:20ish to make sure I'm on time. So I really have the time to go. I have the time to go and get my nails done, or I could just get them done afterwards. I don't know. Because it didn't take them that long to do them last time, and if I'm like the first person there, then it definitely shouldn't take them that long. But I don't know. I know I need to take these off though, so I'll probably check and see what the time is. I have to look it up because one of them seems to open at 9. I have to look it up because one of them seems to open at 9. So I could try to be the first person there. Then there's another one that opens at 9:30. But I'd probably make that one. Because it shouldn't take too long where I could go in there and see how long it'll actually be. But yeah. Oh, snap. Trying to debate if I'm gonna leave it out here. The rain, it shouldn't rain or anything. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it out here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna leave it in here. I will leave it out here. This is normal where I come to paint and stuff anyway. So there's that. I'm about to be at exactly 40 minutes. Normally when I get on here, I'm on here for at least an hour. Normally. But with me actually trying to get a lot of stuff together today, and then I'm gonna have to get a lot of stuff together when I get ready to move and stuff, and I have to do a bunch of packing and just a lot going on. Hi. So that's kind of my thing. I try to make sure I dip in here at least twice a week, which I'll come up with the schedule eventually. Eventually, I have a schedule. I think Saturday, coming on here Saturday morning, doing do my little steppers. That'll do. And then just pick one day in the week. Maybe Wednesdays? I don't know. I have to figure Wednesday evenings. I have to figure it out though. Because I'm always, school is almost out. So once school is out, my schedule will look a lot better. But right now, kind of everywhere. I'm just proud of myself for getting on here every day up until my birthday, which is a part of me trying to make sure I stay consistent on here. Yeah, and eventually I plan on actually putting out more of my videos focused on social working things like mental health and parenting and stuff. I'm working on those. Because I've noticed it's just, there's always so much going on. And, you know, people aren't aware of, like, certain, how do I put it, like, outside factors, right? Like, you see all these people, a prime example, you see all these people arguing about, like, baby mamas, baby drama, baby daddy, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. And the person that no one really talks about is the child. Like, those type of situations affect the child more. So, like, that drama and stuff, it affects the child in more ways than you know. And so a lot of people don't think about that, or they don't really focus on that. They're just in the moment of their feelings. And so a lot of people don't know how to manage their emotions, and that goes for everybody. Men, women, children, everybody. And then the men and women that don't know how to manage their emotions are teaching children. Okay? They're trying to teach children how to manage their emotions, but they don't even know how to do it. So the children are learning from their behavior. Right? So if your children are acting up or acting out of things, you might need to look at some of the things that you're doing as far as like what you're showing them, right? But people don't like to hear that because no one wants to hear that they're actually like doing something wrong if they're doing their best. But it's not a bad thing. Nobody gave you like a manual on how to be a mommy or a daddy. Okay? Nobody did that. You just were given a child and you went with it. So yeah, that's more content I plan on making. That's just one of the examples. It's a lot of silly stuff I see where I'm just like, oh my god, people, this makes no sense. I just see a lot of it. And a lot of times with being like a social worker and everything, when I come in contact with these people, it's usually when some of the damage has already been done. So like when I worked in substance abuse, I would come into contact with parents who needed to, learn how to manage their children's behavior better, or manage their behavior better, right, without using drugs. Can I say drugs? I don't know. Anyways, but they had already, like, those children had already been through the system a few times, right? So kind of try to just put it out there in a preventative way. Is what I intend to do. And I expect to really start making that type of stuff by June, and then I'll have like plenty of it throughout the summer, just flowing. I can't sit still, y'all. I'm sorry. I blame the ADHD when I can't be still sometimes. But also was like a little amped up. I probably could have stayed on the machine for another 15 minutes. Really could have. But I'll probably at the end of the day, maybe do it again. Excuse me. At the end of the day, do it again. But for now, I think I'm going to find somewhere to get my nails done. Because I actually like getting my nails done, so I need to find somewhere to get them done. Yeah, so I guess I'll see if they'll take them off for me and everything. But yeah, so thank you for letting me bother you. I'm outie. Make sure I need to get to exactly 45 because I'm real funny about that. I like the time to be exact. So look at me for about 8 more seconds. What's go quick spin in that time. And should be at 45.